Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here again tonight for Division 3 from Brazil, round 9. Joining me in the comp block tonight, had him with me the other night, F7. How are we tonight, mate?
Good, my friend. Good. How are you?
Yeah, very good, mate. How'd you enjoy the other night, mate?
It was very fun, very close and intense racing, very action-packed.
Yeah, Division 3 tonight. Obviously, it's a bit of a sort of a bit of a runaway leader in Aban, but there's a couple of kicks and the Alpine of Terrence that are sort of trying to chase him down. Do we expect them to try and close the gap tonight, mate?
Yes, I think that the Kick's main goals tonight would be to get those points back up, as they didn't exactly have the best week out at the Netherlands last week, so their main goal to be try to recover the points that they lost.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we're seeing the guys coming out on track now, mate. We'll cross down there and we'll see what's happening, mate. As looks to be nice and sunny, which we didn't see for the last race we were at, mate.
Mm. The wet conditions is definitely a game changer, as some drivers choose not to practice for the wets. So these dry conditions should mean that everyone should have got their practice in and know what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we see PST Sebi out on the track nice and early, mate. Yeah, we'll see if he's going to start a out lap, do a double out lap, or start a lap straight away. Yeah, a few more cars out on track as well. We'll have a look through them too. We've got, I think we've got Gangster out nice and early, so reserving up tonight from Div
Mm,
4. We'll have to see how Gangster can go, mate.
yeah. We saw in Div 4 that he had very good quali pace. Unfortunately, he got taken out on lap 1, so we weren't able to see how good he could do in the race. But it seems to be this is going to be his redemption race and show us what he can do around the circuit of Interlagos.
Yeah, we'll touch on that one just quickly, F7, because that did actually involve you and ended up in you losing your race win there, which was quite unfortunate, mate. But yeah, we'll have to see what Gangster can do tonight as he comes down to the line. We'll have to see if he's going to start a lap straight away. Doesn't look like he's burnt anything just yet, so he might be doing two out laps. We'll switch to the Mercedes here of Connor. He looks like he is on a lap. He's burning a fair bit of battery. We'll go on board with him, mate, and you can take us away for this lap.
Okay, Connor, currently going down the second main straight, seems to be getting a tow from the car in front, but doesn't get affected by the dirty air, but he invalidates his lap. I'm
Oh,
not sure if he just did, but that's not at all what he wants to be seeing.
yeah, that's unfortunate for him. We'll see Sebi goes around, does a 110.679. So yeah, he'll obviously want to improve on that because that's not going to see him go anywhere. But he might just be starting his lap F7, so we might jump on board with him.
Yes, as he's coming down this second straight, it seems to be that he was just doing another outlap, so the double outlap strategy, not something we see from a lot of people. He's putting it at hot lap instead of using overtake, just to try and keep the speed up. He's going to flick it back to medium through this middle sector, get it down to second, get on the power nice and early, keep it nice and tight on that inside curb. That is the way that you want to do it. Keep your car as close to that inside curb, and you want to hit all of these apexes. Get on the power nice and early. Keep it close. Don't want to invalidate through here or get a bad exit. That would definitely mess up your lap. He's going to get on the power nice and early. Put it in hot lap. He's going to activate the ERS. Put it in overtake. It's going to get to the DRS. He's going to keep it nice and tight on this inside line. Is going to set a 108.6 that puts him up to P4.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many guys come across the line yet. At 108.6, probably going to need to improve on that a little bit as we see Sydney Sweeney come across the line with a 108.2, Suts with a 108.0, but leading the way at the moment is his teammate in Sick Party with a 107.7, so that's a fantastic banker for the Williams driver. Yeah, let's have a bit of a look through the field here as we see Connor coming down to the line. Not sure if this is just a second lap for him, possibly, as he goes a 108.2. Who else we got coming towards the line here, mate? We got Angus still in the pits. I think we got Whiff sort of finishing a lap here by the looks of it. We'll see. We'll jump on board with Whiff as he's coming across the line, and you can tell us what sort of time he does, mate.
He's going to burn all his ERS up to the line. He's going to jump up to P10 with a 108.3. And we saw his teammate also jump up into P2 with a 107.8. That's a very good time and a very close to what Sick Party set.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic lap there from Tudor as the Kicks will really want to bounce back this week and really try and close that gap up to Aban. Aban down there in P6 with a 107.9. He'll be looking to try and bounce back this week. We've seen a little bit of a dip in form from him. The other guys haven't quite been able to capitalise yet. What do you think we're going to see from Aban tonight, F7?
I think that Aban will just be wanting to put in another good performance. I don't think he needs to do a lot of risky moves and try and force his way up to the front. But I think that if he can keep it clean, we've seen Brazil has brought a lot of chaos so far this weekend. So I think he just wants to keep it clean, keep it out of incidents, and he should be able to score some decent points.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we see, Limitless is on a bit of a lap here. I might just jump on board with him and I'll take us through the second half of this lap. As he's already down to 60% battery through the middle sector here. Running in hot lap, down into second, up to third, up to fifth. Probably going to drops down to second again there. So I know a couple of different guys using different gear strategies through that sector of the track, F7. Yeah, it drops down to third, onto the home straight. Plenty of battery to burn down to the line. We'll have to see what sort of time Limitless can put in here for the Red Bull team. And he goes into the pits, so yeah, not much happening there.
I believe he invalidated his lap just before we switched to him, so that may have been why he dove into the pits.
There we go. Right onto it, F7. I'd love to see it, mate. If you see his teammate actually just set a 107.6, so this track looks like it's starting to quicken up as we see Cooper Bott in that Racing Bull. He just come over the line there in with a 107.9, so that's a good lap from him. Vettel with a 108.3. Yeah, sort of not too much now happening on the track as we see Lamb coming out from the pits on a bit of an out lap. We'll have to see, is Terrence on a lap possibly? We might be able to jump on with Terrence. He looks like he may have just finished a lap. He's done a 107.9. So, yeah, thoughts so far, F7?
It's been quite a competitive and closely, quite tight on the times here. And something that I don't think a lot of us expected. Gangster, the Div 4 driver reserving up for Alpine, Terrence's teammate today, is currently sitting in P4. We saw that he got taken out in Div 4 Nishka. Do you think that he'll be able to get a good result today?
Yeah, well, we've seen he was super quick in that Div 4. So, yeah, if he can put a good time together here, you could say it might be a bit of a redemption here for Gangster today. His team's probably a little bit disappointed that he couldn't get the job done the other night. But, yeah, this is a big chance for him to make a statement, mate.
I believe that he's currently on a lap as well. Coming up into the final sector. He's going to go through this final braking zone and he's going to get it nice and clean. He doesn't prop it up on the curb like we've seen others do. He's set to fastest middle sector. This could be put him on provisional pole right now. He's going to burn down to the line. He's used all of his ERS basically. And he puts it on provisional pole, a 10th faster than 07 Sebi.
Yeah, that's an absolutely fantastic time from Gangster. As we see, Lamb is on a lap as well. We haven't seen much of the Ferrari yet tonight. He's, yeah, on a bit of a lap. He's going to burn down to the line. Let's see what Lamb can put in. He's going to need to get a long way up from that P19 that he's currently sitting in. So let's see where he can put it as he comes down to the line. No battery left. And he does only a 108.7. So Lamb, a fair way off the pace there, F7. A little bit concerning.
Mm. I think that he may just be struggling. Brazil is not an easy track for some. It's definitely quite a technical and difficult track. I'm not surprised that some drivers are going to be struggling, but he's going to want to try and improve on that time drastically, as he's currently 3/10 off of the guy in front of him.
Yeah, yeah, he'll definitely want to improve there. Let's jump on board here just to see the end of Suts's lap here. I know Suts was pretty quick last week in Netherlands. Obviously didn't have things go his way, but yeah, what do you think Suts is capable of doing tonight, F7?
I think that Suts is currently he's sitting in P11 right now. It's not the best qualifying position, but he's currently coming across the line and is going to it puts him up into provisional P2. So I think that Sut may have the pace this weekend to put on a very good drive and try and get a podium.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think, Mishka?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. He's been showing good pace. Yeah, he'll just be hoping he can get us together on race day this week. Yeah, he was a little bit disappointed with his performance last week. Understandably, me being a teammate of his, I knew how disappointed he was. But yeah, he's got a chance for redemption this week, and yeah, I expect to see big things from him. As we see Sydney Sweeney, your teammate, mate, he's done a
Mm.
107.7. He puts himself up into P5. Who else we got out at the moment? Aban. We got Aban on a lap. Looks like he's invalidated. Calco's on a bit of a lap here in the Ferrari. Um, let's see what Calco can put together.
Mm. Oh, and he invalidates as we switch to him. That's unfortunate.
Well, this is a bit of a curse at the moment, isn't it? We're on board with Cooper the bot here. Is he starting a lap? Let's see. Yes, he is, mate. We'll go on board with him, and you can take it away.
He's coming down to this fourth turn here. We've seen multiple people invalidate it as we switch to him. He's been able to not fall victim to the curse, as he's going to burn a little bit of ARS up into this fast right-hander, switch it down to sixth, keep it flat to the floor, switch down to second, get it stopped nicely, be on that inside curb. It runs a little bit wide through the long left-hander, might lose some time there. As we see in front, the Alpine and the Red Bull seem to have just collided together. It's a bit confusing, but Cooper is going to finish his lap. He's going to come around the final corner. He's going to get a very nice toe from the Alpine in front of him here. The Alpine's going to move out of the way, but he's going to block him. The Alpine does not get out of the way of Cooper the bot, as he's going to come across the line and set a 108.1, which is not an improvement for him.
That was absolutely unbelievable what I just seen. Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. You think in Div 3, these guys by now would know to get out of the way. That's just completely oblivious to what's going on, and that's really affected Cooper the bot slap. So, yeah, unbelievable. But we'll look to see who else is on a lap. Looks like Vettel possibly could be on a lap here, F7. So let's see what he can do to finish off his lap, mate.
He's coming into this final sector here. He's currently sitting down in P16. I don't think that's where he wants to be. We've seen him put in some pretty decent performances here. He's gonna get out of that final corner. A very good exit. Is gonna be on the ERS and DRS. He's gonna burn it all the way up the line. He's gonna go into the pits. So I think he's gonna want to come out on a fresh set of tires and try and set a better time.
Yeah, so we got so Lamb has invalidated by the looks of it. So I'd imagine Lamb's just trying to get back around now, get to the pits, get a fresh set of tyres on. We got 07 Sebi, I think doing a lap here. So we'll stick with 07 Sebi. The only other car that I can see on track at the moment is Connor, and he looks to be stopped there. Not sure what's going on there, but yeah, he's stopped there, and Lamb has just started the lap, so let's hope he stays out of the way, which he does very nicely. We'll come back to Lamb. We'll go back to 07 Sebi as we see 07 Sebi come across the line and go fastest with a 17439. Very good time, F7.
Yeah, we we see that he was sitting in, I think it was P2. He's gonna jump up and set a 107.4 gangster on at that time at the right time. Everyone else is going to be coming out on their laps now, and they're probably going to be experiencing much better track conditions than.
You're just cutting out there a little bit, F7. I'm not sure what's going on there, mate. It's yeah, you're not coming through for me, mate. I'll take this way here with Lamb anyway. Lamb coming down to the line, and Lamb's going to go fourth fastest with a 107.733. Not enough to get him up to the top, but much better than where he was sitting. As we see, we'll have a look at Connor down the order. Not sure if he's on a lap, but yeah, he is burning a bit of battery starting his lap, mate. I'll go on board with him, and you can take it away, F7, if you're back.
Yeah, is my mic working now?
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Okay. Connor is on a very good push lap. He hasn't been validated in the corner that seems to be that everyone is. Is pushing very hard through the fast left-hander. Switches it down to sixth, keeps it on the power. Gonna switch down to second, pushing. Gonna keep it very nice and tight on that inside curb. It was in second, not something that we normally see. Switches it down to second for the tight right. Gonna get a little bit of overtake on the exit. Switches it up to sixth. He's gonna switch it down to third in this final corner. He's gonna get a very good exit, but he's gonna get on the power. He's gonna get on the ERS. He's gonna switch on the DRS, and he's going to come across the line and set a 107.9 that bumps him up to P9.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're seeing a lot of cars now out on outlaps, mate. This is going to really start heating up. We see, yeah, Whiff looks like he's saving his battery up. He's got them all stacked up behind him. Dr. Mitz in the Haas, he's rounding up behind everybody too. So this is going to be really interesting, mate. Who's the first car on track that we can see doing a lap, mate? Is it Cooper the Bot? Looks like possibly Cooper the Bot. Yep. So we'll stick with him, mate. We'll see what time he can do. We were going to stick with him before he got impeded. So yeah, he's going to want to improve on that 107.9. Let's see how he's going with his sector times here. See if he's going to go better. He's coming through this middle sector here. A lot of these guys dropping down into second, which is an interesting decision, F7. I'm not sure what your sort of tactics were in your race, but I was taking a lot of these corners in third in my qualifying, mate.
It depends on what type of a driver you are. Different assists, different preferences, depending on how you want to take certain corners, is what gears you're going to choose. Some drivers would choose the lower gear to try and maximize their exit, and some drivers will try and use a little bit of a higher gear to maximize grip.
Yeah, absolutely. As we've seen, Cooper the Bot only managed ninth. Tudor goes fourth. We got coming down to the line now. We got a Mercedes of Vettel. He goes a 108. Who else we got coming? We got Sick Party's gone P3. We got Suts. He is looking like he's not doing a lap, so he might be stuck in P4. We got Gangster. He's on a lap. Let's keep an eye on him. Can he go pole? We go Aban goes to P2. Fantastic lap from Aban. He wanted to pull something out of the bag, and he's got it. We got Gangster coming into the straight. 40% battery. He's in P3 at the moment. Can he take pole? Let's see. All the way down to the line, burning it down. He can only manage a 107.677, so that's not good enough. And Sut stucks into the pits. We got anybody else on lap? We got Dr. Mitz. He is also done. So that's going to round us out, F7.
We see Aban able to make that final minute charge and put himself up into P2. Gangster not able to improve, but oh 07 Sebi setting the pole lap with a 107.4. A very good lap from him, and he is going to take the reward and be put on pole position on the starting grid.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Fantastic from oh 07 Sebi. Actually, both the Red Bulls in the end with Limitless up there in P6. Both the Williams will be happy too. P4, P5. Aban will definitely be happy with that championship lead he's got and to put himself in P2 puts himself in a very good, strong position. The disappointing one for me tonight so far is the two kicks. A little bit nowhere. I thought they're probably going to be the ones who are going to challenge in this division. And yeah, they're going to have a bit of work ahead for them now with Tudor down in P8. And then Whiff, he's a long way down. We'll have to see whereabouts is he. We
I
got
believe
Whiff
he's down
down
in.
in P18. So yeah, be super disappointed with that, I believe, F7.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. He's currently in, I think he's P4 in the championship, if I'm not mistaken, but he's down in P18 on the starting grid. Um, I was seeing some things earlier. Some drivers have prioritized race setups over quali setups, so some drivers may be um, more strong in the qualifying than they are in the race. So it'll be interesting to see if some of these drivers down the back are going to come flying through in the race.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. What I'll do is I'll get you to take away the start, mate.
hmm Thank you.
And I'm going to organise a prediction. We're going to have a prediction on will there be a safety car in the first 10 laps? So I'll get that sorted, mate. What's your thoughts for the race, F7? Yeah, have you got a tip of somebody? You got somebody in mind, mate?
Uh, um, I'm. I think that we've seen that Gangster has the pace and he has the motive to do well this race. So I think that if Gangster can keep it clean for his first few laps, he is in with quite the shot to win this race. But we see some other strong drivers up the front that can definitely win. We see Aban and Sick Party's quite strong as well. So there's a lot of good drivers that can take it out tonight. But it all comes down to these first few laps and keeping it out of collisions.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, it will. And as we're going to see, 5 red
The
lights, mate, and you're going to take it away.
and we're gonna get a start here. Sebi gets the better start than Aban. There's some movement at the back. Coming down into the first turn, everyone looks to be able to keep it clean. No damage. There's a little bit of collision. They're 3 wide towards the back. And there's a front wing that's come flying off on the back. But oh 07 Sebi, with a very, very good start here, able to jump up and be able to take the lead from Aban as everyone starts to shift into a single file line. But Sebi, PSD Sebi, is off at the back. I think he has been forced onto the grass and is just fallen down to P20.
Yeah,
And
not ideal there, F7, not ideal.
I believe there's some more damage in the midfield as we see Vettel and Tryhard going side by side through these tight couple of corners, getting very close. Tryhard has the inside line, Vettel has the outside line, and Tryhard's gonna just bail out of that, which may have been the smarter decision there.
Yeah, he looked like he had a little snap there as well as he's now got with Matif for company. But we'll head back towards the front there as we've got Sick Party and Aban having a little battle into turn 1. Sick Party all over the back of Aban. Gangster in P4 doing a fantastic job. Much better stuff for him tonight. Limitless up 1 position into P5. Suts in P6. Then Angus, Aban's teammate. These Aston Martins, they'll be looking to force their hand in the constructors. We got Tudor in P8. He'll be looking to have a say in that. He'll want to try and make his way towards the front. Sydney Sweeney, the McLaren, he's there in P9 doing a fantastic job for the McLarens, but they want a little bit more. Terence has had some strong form lately, down in P10 tonight. Can he improve F7?
Yes. He's currently he hasn't moved off his starting position, but we saw that he was strong in Netherlands, so I think that he'll be trying to keep a charge on some performance. I mean, keep a charge and go on a sort of good points run for a couple of races here.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we going to see maybe possibly now with the DRS Open, is Aban going to be able to make a move at the front here on 07 Sebi as he has a look up the inside and gets it done very nicely. Sick Party has a little look around the outside. He can't get the job done there though. So 07 Sebi keeps it. Can he hang on to Aban, or is Aban going to start running away? That's going to be the next question, because Sick Party is all over the back of 077. As Limitless
And
gets the job done on Gangster, round the outside. Are they going to keep it clean there? Very nicely done.
yeah, it looked like they were going to go 3 wide there, but Sots made the smart decision of bailing out of there. He was going for a look down the inside of this fast right. Now Angus is all over the back of him. He's going to go for the dive down the inside. He's going to be there. And he's going to not have enough of exit speed to be able to keep it around the outside for this turn.
Yeah, absolutely, F7. That was a fantastic. Angus had a little look there. Suts looked like he went a little bit wide, but then with that better exit, was able to hold that position. Fantastic racing from those guys. As we're seeing a few things happen down towards the back there, I think I seen a bit of a move there around near Vettel, and just in front of them we got Calco going side by side here with Connor. Can Connor get the job done? Let's have a look. He has a little look up the inside. Calco looks like he's got a little bit more straight line speed. Will he try and get a move done down the corner? Well defended by Calco. As that brings RJ into it now as well. Oh, nice little look there.
Connor was close to hitting the back of Calco there, but some good braking was able to just avoid an incident there. But as we look down, Ryan Adair dropped 6 positions, or Lamb, and is missing an end plate on the right there.
Yeah, so that must have been that end plate you seen go flying at the start. That must have been the one of the man Lamb, and yeah, really unfortunate for him. As we see a little bit of a spin there from Vettel. Can he get back on the track safely? He's looked to do so far. So a little bit of a moment from him. He'll have to try and pick himself up and get back in amongst those points positions. We move back towards the front. We got now Sebi is almost getting dropped by Aban out of that DRS, and he's going to be in a massive trouble from Sick Party if he can't hold on to that F7.
Yeah, if he falls out of this DRS, Sick Party is going to be all over the back of him. And it looks like the Sick Party also has the slight ERS advantage as they're coming into the first turn. We see that Lamb is pit at the back to change his front wing, which is probably what he needs to do with missing his end plate.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, we're going a little bit further down now. Angus is coming under pressure from Tudor. Yeah, Tudor looks quite quick now as he's working himself into the race, and he may have a little look. He just shows the nose a little bit. Angus not too phased. He just keeps driving. Now a little bit in front of that, we got Suts all over the back at Limitless. Bit of a DRS train forming here. Sebi has been able to hold on to Abbott's DRS, so yeah, bit of a struggle for these guys to get some overtakes done at the front F7.
Yeah, and Squash Josh is just asking if we could see the tyres, and Drift has redeemed an onboard lap with Sebi.
Yep. Sure can,
we
mate,
see-
and I'll let you take it away, mate.
We see Sebi is currently trying to hold on to the DRS on Aban, who's trying to run away here, trying to bridge the gap so he can just make sure to run away. Sebi just trying to stay within that 1 second. Sick Party not getting close. Ops try hard, gets some 3 seconds towards the back, but nothing's really happening here up the front right now. Everyone seems to just be keeping in their positions and holding steady, just trying to maybe conserve the tires and just not lose any parts of the car.
Yeah.
As
Yep, keep going, F7.
Sick
Good.
oh Sick Party seems to be getting very close to the back of Sebi. Here, will he be able to make this move down the front straight? He seems to have been slightly affected by the dirty air out of the exit of that final corner, and Sebi is going to be able to keep it, as looks like Sick Party has used up most of his DRS, but we're going to stay on board with Sebi, and is going to be able to defend with a lot of ERS there from Sick Party.
Yeah, absolutely. As we said, a little bit of few different strategies here. We see Terrence there, P10. He's on those hards, so those hards will be starting to come to him now. So it'll be interesting to see if he can start picking up a few positions as we see him close right up on the back of Sydney Sweeney. Tudor still very close there to Angus. Still hasn't been able to get that job done. We got also we got Suts there, P5. He's very close to Limitless. These front guys are still all very close to each other. As we look down the order a bit there, we've got Vettel. He's getting very close to Ops Tryhard now. Ops Tryhard picking up that penalty. Obviously starting to struggle a little bit on those mediums, and Vettel on those hards starting to come to him. We'll have to see if we can get this job done. We'll just stick with this for the minute, F7.
Yeah. Ops Tryhard has fallen out of the DRS with Matif, so Vettel is going to be all over the back of him down this straight. He doesn't need to use up all of his ERS, as the DRS is going to be enough to be able to bring him alongside and possibly get this overtake down to turn 1. We see some people pitting ahead, but Vettel it seemed to have made a mistake maybe out of the final corner, as Cooper the bot is going to we had a look down the inside there. It was very, very close into turn 1. But now, Vettel's got the run on Tryhard. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to deploy the ERS. But Tryhard has the better straight line speed. He's just able to keep the gap to the guys behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys behind just can't seem to get the job done on him. So, yeah, he's doing a fantastic job trying to hold them off at the moment. As we're sort of seeing just a fair bit of a DRS train just happening up the front there, but we do see now Terrence has got the job done on Sydney Sweeney, and now getting out after Gangster, which he'll be hoping Gangster just kind of lets him through and attack these front runners. Terrence looks like he could be on a bit of a surge now, just as we see him lose his rear end there on that last corner, mate.
If we look at the tyres, it's everyone... Oh, we've got some pitters up the front here. Aban pits from the lead of the race on the medium tyres. A lot of these medium tyres runners that were at the front are now going to be pitting onto the hard tyres to try and... to do their strategies. And could this be a better strategy than what the other guys are going to be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Cooper the ball. Oh, big accident! Big accident! Wow, they tried to go 3 wide into that braking zone. Yeah, we see a big accident. Not too sure what's happened there. Whose fault that one is. They'll have to have a good look at that one. But yeah, really unfortunate there for Cooper the ball and Vettel both coming off the track. And Ops Tryhard was sort of the meat in the sandwich. But yeah, really unfortunate there. Those guys were having a good battle there for a couple of laps.
Looks like Cooper the bot and Vettel are now missing front wing end plates on the left side, so they may have to pit early off of these hard tyres to refit a new front wing if that damage is too bad.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we see, Connor OC gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane, which is really unfortunate for him. He was having a decent sort of a race. Now we see Terrence out in the lead now with a bit of clear air. Can he really start trying to make a bit of a charge here now that he's got that clear air, F7?
Yeah, he will want to be able to use his tyres now. I'm not sure if he's gonna want to be looking at a 2-stop or maybe even a 1-stop if he's able to save the tyres enough. We saw it work in Div 5 with NDNV. He conserved the medium tyres, he went about 18 laps on them, and then did the rest of the race on the hard tyres. So I'm wondering if any of these Div 3 drivers will be looking to try and do that and maybe be able to use that advantage to bump them up a few positions.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're seeing a little bit of a battle forming in the middle of the pack here with Tudor and Angus and oh 07 Sebi all sort of on that similar strat. They've all pitted on the tyres. Sick Party as well, in on that as well, and Limitless. So these guys are all pitted and they're all on pressure tyres. Vettel obviously on those older tyres as Aban gets by him down the straight. But yeah, the one stop. It'd be interesting to see if anybody can pull it off. It's a very tough ask. But the guy who's pitted first here, Sats and Tudor, they have made some big gains by the undercut. Sats up into P5 now, F7.
Yeah, Suts will be looking to use up, or not use up all of his tires, but he'll be looking to use this undercut to try and make it so that he will be right up behind. Um, oh, by the time anyone in front of him pits, he will be in the lead of the race. So right now, Suts is your provisional leader.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic undercut there. And he has Cooper the Bot behind him now that is possibly holding Aban up, and Vettel doing likewise to the other runners that were all sort of around him. Like his teammate Sick Party was right near him, and you can see how far down Sick Party is. So that traffic really causing a mayhem. These guys that started on the hards. So it's going to be interesting to see when Suts gets up to these front runners. Is he going to be able to navigate through, or are the others going to start catching him up?
Mm. Um, I think that once everyone behind him breaks free, they'll have already used up a lot of their tyres battling Cooper and Vettel, and will be struggling to battle with him as well. Oh, and
Yeah,
there's a big collision at the back. Sick Party, Gangster's able to make it through, but Sick Party has lost some positions. Limitless and Connor have also seemed to be caught up, and so is Sydney Sweeney.
yeah. Wow, we kind of just missed that one, but yeah. Thanks for alerting us for that one, F7, and yeah, really difficult for these guys back here. They're trying to make their way through the field, and yeah, any incident is going to start costing them time to these guys. As we see Dr. Mitz now off the track. That's a questionable rejoin there. He yeah, needs to be careful what he's doing there. Looks like most guys got through unscathed, but yeah, Suts and Aban now in a bit of clear air. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do now.
Yeah. Aban is, but it does seem to be that Aban is catching up to the back of Suts. Will him catching up and possibly battling with Suts, this could hinder their chance to be able to take the lead from some drivers behind, as Sebi is now probably only 3 seconds away from Aban, but has Cooper the Bot in the way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, so they're struggling to get past these guys on the older tyres. As you can see, Aban's now put 3 seconds on Cooper the Bot. This is really hurting Sebi and Angus, and also Tudor. I believe this is allowing Sick Party to get back involved as well, and also Gangster. So yeah, this is really hurting this sort of mid-pack, not being able to clear Cooper the Bot. He's doing a fantastic job if he's looking to go long here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when these guys on these hards pit, whether they're going to do one stop or whether they're going to go two.
Yeah, I think majority of these drivers that are catching up to Cooper right now are going to be going for the 2-stop, but I think Calco, with Matif and Terrence are looking to go long and are looking to go for the 1-stop. So it'll be interesting to see who will do better, the 2-stop runners that are catching up or the 1-stop runners that are currently still out in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we're seeing Cooper Bot really starting to struggle now. He's got Sick Party getting all over the back of him now. As you can see, he slides through on the inside too, and the Mercedes now closing up too. So Cooper the bot would have to be almost thinking about maybe I should do a two-stop, because I don't think he's going to be able to keep going at the pace he's going at, mate, without being in a serious bad situation.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see that Cooper and Vettel, I think, haven't pit, even though they have both missing end plates. No, they're both missing one end plate, and we see Cooper, as we're talking about it, dive into the pit lane and just under the speed limit there. So Cooper pits, and so does Vettel. Interesting to see if either of them changes their front wing here. Cooper the bot doesn't change his front wing, but Vettel does. So I think Vettel was not comfortable on that missing end place.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's a strange one not to change the wing, because it would seriously hurt you around here. I think driving around, as we sort of seen with Lamb early on, that was really hurting him with that wing. As we see Angus now climbing all over the back of 07 Sebi. Angus looks like he's got a fair bit of pace once he gets a bit of open track in front of him.
Yeah, we saw him do well in qualifying, I believe. We saw him. Right now he's up one position, and the guys that are in front still haven't pit yet. So there's some guys in front that still haven't pit yet. So he's doing very well this race to climb up these positions, as he's currently provisional P4.
Yeah, absolutely. And these two almost look like they may be nearly looking to break away from Tudor. He just looks like he's dropped back just a little bit here. So obviously 07 Sebi pushing really hard to try and keep Angus behind him, and now this is sort of creating a little bit of a gap, and that may see Tudor come under a lot of pressure from Sick Party, who we've seen has good pace tonight. He obviously ended up a little way back there, but he's really starting to get his act together now too, F7.
Yeah. We see that both kicks right now seem to have qualified poorly, but are doing the best with what they had and are climbing back up the positions.
Yeah, absolutely, F7. They look like they are.
Yeah, we've got With Matif down in P16, currently catching up to the back of Ops Tryhard. We've got Tudor in P7, right in behind Angus, as Calco pits in for a set of mediums, I believe. Yes, he pits in for a set of mediums. He's looking to take those 19 laps if he's going for a one-stop here. That's a very, very, very long time on that set of mediums.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As you see, Drift HSK asking for the Battle of Suts. There's not much of a battle going on at the moment, mate. He's still a second behind. We'll go there when there's actually a battle there, but we're going to stick with this mid-pack just for now, mate, as it's very tight in here.
Tudor and Sick Party are getting very, very close here. Sick Party has seemed to have had a better middle sector and is now currently all over the back of Tudor, who and Sick Party has much more ERS, but he does have not as good of an exit, and that is going to hurt his opportunity to make the overtake. Seems like the car just bogged down a lot on exit and was not able to get the same exit that Tudor had. But,
sorry about that, Drift. I didn't see you on board there, mate. Sorry, that's on me, mate. I'll jump on for Suts' next lap as he's coming down now, mate, and we'll do a full lap with him now. So you see him, he's on 11% battery, mate. Just, yeah, sort of cruising along in P2 here. Terrence on those 17 lap hards looks like he is going to try and do a one stop, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do from there. Obviously Suts and Aban and the likes are going to have to do another stop. They won't be able to do the one stop, so it's going to be interesting to see what sort of strategy wins out here, F7.
Yeah, it will be. As um taking the hards, I believe 20 laps is the most that they can go. And we saw NDNV and Div 5 take the mediums 18 laps. So it's all about how long Terrence is going to be able to push those hards. And that will affect whether or not he's able to keep up with the guys in his final stint on the set of mediums.
Yeah, absolutely. As we complete the lap on board with Suts, thanks Drift for that, mate. But we probably will stick with this battle because Aban, in this meantime, while we're on board, has closed in on the DRS, and this is pretty much a battle for provisional P1 at the moment.
Yeah, and these two are getting very close, but they're also catching up a drastic rate to the back of Terrence here. This is going to definitely affect it, as if they get caught behind Terrence, that means that oh 07 Sebi is going to come flying up to the back of the two of them, and it becomes a 3, maybe 4, 5-way battle for the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. It becomes a bit of a tactical as we see Terrence actually go into the pits now, and Aban with that DRS getting the job done now on Suts. So is Suts going to be able now to hold on to the DRS of Aban, or is Aban going to try and run away here and break that DRS straight away, F7?
Um, Aban will be looking to break the DRS, but he has no DRS. He ran out of ERS midway down that straight, but is just able to keep himself ahead. So some very good defending there from Aban.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll come back to this battle in 2 seconds because we're seeing two of your teammates get quite close to each other here as RJ all over the back of Sydney Sweeney now. Do you think your two teammates, do you think RJ can get this job done on Sydney Sweeney?
Um, I'm not too sure. I haven't really been looking at them this much this race. I believe that there will be team orders from the McLaren garage right now. The faster one is going to probably be in front, and the other one will be trying to stay in the DRS and try and catch up to Connor, to the back of Connor, as that is a big DRS train, and they'll want to be on the back of that so they can try and run away from Whiff Matif behind, who's on the 5-lap old hards.
Yeah, absolutely. As we've seen, yeah, Suts was quite a fair way behind Aban there, but yeah, obviously with that DRS and a bit of battery use down there, able to get the job done on Aban, and now, yeah, these two are just going backwards and forwards each lap, mate. This is a good bit of racing up the front from these two.
Mm. This bit of racing, but they're obviously battling, but oh 07 Sebi is still 4.5, 4.4 seconds behind them. So Sebi is probably not going to be catching up as fast as we thought, as he's got Angus behind him, being able to keep up and put the pressure on him.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And yeah, we see in this mid pack. This mid pack's been at a strong battle all night. We got Sick Party all over the back of Tudor. Tudor just trying to hang on to that DRS of Angus in front. We got Gangster still up there in P7 having a fantastic night. Connor all over the back of him. So Connor, he's having a fantastic night too. The one to watch is down here, P13. You've got Terrence on those medium tyres. Can he get his way through this field now, F7?
Um, I believe so. He's on the 1-lap old, or about to be 2-lap old mediums. Everyone else now has pit for their final stint, and he's going to basically undercut everyone else behind him. He's going to be in front of Aban. He's going to be in front of Sick Party, of Angus, of Sydney Sweeney, of a lot of these guys that were in this DRS train. And he is catching up to the back of this DRS train as well. He's currently 2.5 seconds behind Whiff Matif, who's 4 seconds off the back of Connor, and that's your DRS train.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that that move from Terrence to try and go the one stop and then with the undercut being so strong here, do you think that's forced Aban's hand there? Do you think that's why he's come in? And will we, at the front, will we see Suts do the same? Will he react? Yes, he does. So Suts into the pits. Gonna be interested to see where these guys come out. And it's
Oh,
oh no, Suts with a 10-second penalty. That is absolute disaster for him. We see Sebi react as well. We got Gangster out in the lead now, all by himself. When will he react? Whiff on those 8-lap hards. Do you think he could get his hards all the way to the end? Or does he need to pit again? I think he started on the hards actually.
I think he has to take those hards 13 more laps, and he has started on the hards, so he's going to have to make one more pit stop onto a set of mediums, but he's going to have the faster tyre in the final stint. So it's going to be crucial about these next few laps to try and keep pushing to be able to keep some sort of gap to get on those mediums and be able to stay in the DRS train.
Yeah, well, look how powerful this has been. There's about nearly a 6-second gap between Terence and Aban, so that's fantastic from Terence. He's in a really strong position, but can he get those medium tyres another 13 laps?
I think we've seen it happen before. I think Terence has the ability to take them the 13 more laps. He's already done 3. It'll be 16 laps on those mediums. I think he can do it, but the big problem with doing such a long stint is that the medium tyres are going to be absolutely shot by the end. They're going to be absolutely gone, and he's going to be struggling with the guys on the hards behind him that aren't going to be struggling just as much.
Yeah, well, that 6 seconds is already down to 5 seconds, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether he can hold off. But as we see, Suts does get the move done on Aban as well, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see now. It's a different way around now. Suts has got the 1 lap fresher tyres than Aban. Is Suts going to be able to pull away from Aban because now he's got to try and make up 10 seconds somehow. But yeah, he'll be looking to try and work as much with Aban as he can to get away from the rest of the guys, I think, to try and offset that 10 seconds that he picked up.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate for him. It was coming into the pits, he just broke too late, carried too much speed in, he locked the fronts, and unlike on F124 when you could lock the fronts and the car would stop still, the car just kept on sliding and it didn't exactly lose enough speed, and he was caught speeding into the pit lane.
Yeah, wow, as we see another 10 seconds, this time to your teammate RJ, that's real unfortunate for him. But now we're sort of seeing this race sort of sorting itself out. Gangster still got a pit, I think, at the moment, but he's leading the race from Whiff, who's 3 seconds behind. He's got Terence for company. Terence all over the back of him now on those mediums. He'll want to get past as soon as he can to try and drive home this advantage, but every lap he's behind Whiff, his tyres are going to be hurting him more and more, and that's going to put him under serious pressure from these hard runners.
Yeah, and we see that the gap is down to 2.5 seconds now between Terence and Suts. He has been struggling behind with Matif, and that has been hurting his tyres and been eating away at that gap as it's just coming down and down and down, and that's not what he wants to be seeing.
Yeah, absolutely, and this puts Aban in a perfect position because he knows Suts has got that 10-second penalty. He knows Suts is fast and he's catching Terence, so Suts is just dragging Aban along. Aban doesn't need to do anything silly here. He can just get dragged along and he will take out this race if he can keep it clean and there's no safety cars that bring this field back together.
But we see Terence hasn't been able to make the move on with Matif. With Matif has got more straight line speed than Terence has, and even though he's got the DRS, he is not able to do anything with it because Whiff is just able to stay in front of him. And we see that Suts is now within DRS of Terence.
Yeah, this is seriously hurting Terence's race, not being able to get past his car. He's looking everywhere, and now Suts is all over the back of him. So, yeah, this is really unfortunate for Terence that he hasn't been able to clear him here. But look at that Williams all over the back of him, and not only that, it's an Aston Martin roaring, ready to go as well. So, yeah, this is a really interesting battle that we got going on the front here. Both these guys at the back burning their batteries down. It's going to be interesting down into turn 1. Can Terrence finally get this job on with? With looks to be holding on fantastically at the moment, and he manages to keep them behind once again as Terrence goes up the inside, doesn't get a very good exit. Sut's all over the back of him looking for a way past. Aban's just smoking the pipe in behind there, looking for a way through as well. Terrence could lose 2 positions here. He does. Suts gets past. Abans gets past. Oh, this has been disaster for Terrence not being able to get past that car, but still in a very good position, F7.
Yeah, he went for the one stop, and it seems that the medium tires have already died off, and he's losing pace drastically.
Yeah, you know
He
yourself,
is not.
F7. You know yourself, F7. The medium tyres around this track, they don't last very long. The hard tyre is by far the better tyre. So, interesting decision to go for the one stop, and I think we're kind of seeing that now that these hards are really making those medium drivers work.
Yeah, and we see Sots is pushing with Matif down out of that final corner. Well, are we going to see Whiff dive into the pits? No, we're not. Are we going to see Sots go past him? Yes, we are. Sots now will be looking to try and break the gap to Whiff Matif and try and put a buffer between him and Aban to try and be able to bridge the gap out to 10 seconds. It's going to be difficult, but he has to try.
Yeah, this is going to be massive. If Suts can pull away here and Whiff can hold Aban up a little bit, this really brings Suts back into it because he still has 8 laps to try and make a gap. So it's going to really spice this race up if he can start pulling away, F7.
Yeah, and it looks like he is. He's already bridged the gap. It's already 1.3 seconds, and Aban is still stuck in behind with Matif. He is very lucky with the spot he made the overtake on Whiff. Down the actual front straightaway, he's able to put the gap between Aban and himself. And the gap is up to 2 seconds now. This is not what Aban wants to be seeing.
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
Whiff Matif is going to dive into the pits.
Yeah, a little bit of damage there to Aban, but obviously 8 seconds is still a long way that Suts has to pull out in front to try and snatch a win off Aban. But we can't discount Terrence either. He's managed to just hold on to Aban here, so he's not out of it yet either. We see Sick Party having a fantastic race. He's finally got past 07 Sebi, and he's up into P4. A much better race from Sick Party tonight, F7.
Yes, he's been able to jump up a drastic amount of position. Oh, he started in P4. He's in P4 now. This is exactly the type of race he wants for where he started. And now, if Terrence is going to be losing pace in his tires, could fall off the back of Aban, and is going to fall into the clutches of Sick Party.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. One guy to take notice of here is this guy here in P13 with Matif on those fresh mediums. How much damage can he do on those fresh tyres? Can he work his way up into a decent position for the kicks, F7?
I think so. Those medium tires are going to be in the best condition for about 6 laps, and he's going to have them on for 6 laps. So if he can just pump out fast lap after fast lap after fast lap, he is going to bring himself, I think, into P11.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, we've seen Sick Party and Sebi just changing positions there, and Sick Party getting back in front. So that's an interesting battle that they've got going on there. As we see Sebi showing the nose on Sick Party, but Sick Party just looks like he's got a fair bit of pace through this middle sector here, F7. So maybe a little bit different setup. He's really pushing through this middle sector.
We see definitely a difference between types of drivers. We'll see some drivers sacrifice that middle sector for that straight line speed, and we see some drivers sacrifice that straight line speed for that middle sector. And I think Sick Party might be sacrificing that straight for that middle sector, as he just has much more speed than Sebi does during that middle sector.
Yeah, absolutely. As we'll sort of go through the penalties real quick, we got Sats in P1. He's got a 10-second penalty. We see Sydney Sweeney with 6 seconds down there in P8. Both McLarens actually with penalties, with RJ with a 10-second, then Cooper Bott with a 3-second. Ops Tryhard adding to all the penalties he already has. He has 12 more. Yeah, not ideal for the Haas driver. Lamb with a 3 and Vettel with a 3. But yeah, back to the action, mate. This mid pack, it's really sort of spicing up here. Angus, Tudor,
Mm.
who can emerge here, and who can try and chase down Terrence for that last spot on the podium?
I think we've seen Sebi have pace all race. If Sebi is able to get past Sick Party, I think that he can catch up to the back of Terrence and bring this whole pack along with him. And they're struggling on those what right now are 11 lap old mediums, and they are going to be screaming by the end of this race. They are going to be they're going to have died off already, I think, and he's going to be limping home.
Yeah, absolutely. You can. Oh, there's a safety car. Wow,
Oh,
what's happened? What's happened? Where's there a safety car here? I think it's PST Sebi. I think it's had a bit of a moment, and there is a safety car. Not too sure what's happened. He doesn't look to have too
ooh.
much damage. What are the
Ops
guys going to do
Tryhard is,
now? Ops Tryhard.
I'm not so sure. He's missing his entire front wing.
Oh no, he's had a moment. So maybe they've come together there. Yeah, not too sure. Interesting they didn't go in and pit. That's a strange one with no front wing and a safety
Mm.
car. Yeah, not so sure why he stayed out. But what are these guys in the front going to do? Are we going to see Sats come in? Is Sats going to come in and take his 10-second penalty? Will he go onto softs and try and work his way through? Because obviously it's going to bring that field back up to him now. He will tumble a lot of positions if he doesn't pit F7.
Yeah. Um, will we see not only Stotts but Terrence? Terrence is on those 12 lap mediums. He's gonna drop like a fly if he doesn't pit. And RJ quit. I don't know how to say his name, but RJ and McLaren, who also has a 10-second, will he pit onto the softs as well?
Sats is in. Aban stays out. Terrence is in. Sick Party stays out. So Sick Party believes he's in a
Yeah.
decent position. He's going to be in P2 now. We're going to
Two
have...
doors in. Sydney Sweeney's in, and RJ's in. Oh, they're double stacking the McLarens.
Oh, RJ's got that 10 seconds to serve, so he will come in and serve his 10 seconds. All the back runners, they're all going onto softs. Terrence is on the softs. Sats is on the softs. Tudor's on the softs. These guys are all going to be on the softs. Whift is in a pretty good position there on those 4-lap mediums. He's still going to be a lot faster than these guys at the front. Gangster on the 7-lap mediums. It's going to be interesting to see how far he can go on those. These soft runners have got to try and navigate these medium runners before they get to the hard runners. Are they going to have enough time to do it? I don't know. I think it's going to be just 2 laps to the end. This is going to be super exciting. F7.
Yeah, I believe I think it is 2 laps required, or 3 laps, I can't exactly remember. But it's going to be very interesting to see if with Matif can get past the 2 in front of him. I think that he's on for a podium here, as the guys in front of him are on very old hearts. So they're not going to have the pace advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. What we will do while we are under the safety car, mate, we will go with driver of the day, mate. So, have you got someone in mind, mate?
I think my pick would be with Matif. He's up 11 positions. He's on the new medium. He's got guys in front of him that aren't on the new mediums. I think he's in with a real shot here.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. For me, I may go. Without being too biased, I'm going to go Sick Party. I think Sick Party's had a fantastic race. He's up there in P2 now. Yeah, I think he's had a really good race, real good turnaround in form. So I'm going to go with Sick Party.
So with Matif and Sick Party are your driver of the day candidates. But we see now that the safety car is bunching up everyone. Everyone behind on these softs are going to be looking at this and are going to be licking their lips. They're going to have much more pace than the guys in front of them, and it's going to be a 2-lap dash to the end. So, will they be able to capitalize on this, or are they going to struggle? As we see safety cars in this lap.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I'll let you take the safety car away, mate. I'll stick on board with Aban and take us away, mate.
He's going to be bunching up the grid behind him. Is going to be waiting for that safety car to come into the pits. There seems to be some people overtaking at the back. I'm not sure if that's what's happening back there. But Aban swerving a slight bit, and he's gone. Aban jump, and it seems that everyone behind him was caught a bit lacking, as he's bridged a 5/10 gap to Sick Party already. So now it's time to push and bridge the gap so the guys on the softs can't get past him.
Oh no, we just seen Gangster go. Oh, we've seen big accident. Oh wow,
Gangster's out of the race.
Oh wow, we 3 wide into that turn. That was never gonna work. That was always gonna end up bad. But big winner from that there is Suts. Although he looks like he's copped a little bit of damage there, so maybe not a big winner. But we go back towards the front. We got Aban in front. We got Limitless Draco copping a 10-second for ignoring yellow flags.
Oh, Ryan Dare's in the wall.
Oh no, Wow, plenty going on. Terrence down in P18. What's happened to Terrence? Oh no, he's had an absolute nightmare from looking at a good position. That's really unfortunate for him. As we see Angus now all over the back of 07 Sebi. We got Sick Party now in with a chance for a win. He's following Aban. Aban with that 9/10 gap at the moment as they start the final lap. We'll stay on board with this. Aban, 8/10 up. Can Sick Party get close enough to make a challenge? I don't think so at the moment. 07 Sebi's just behind them. Angus, there's lots of stuff happening back in the field.
Suts is off. Suts has made a mistake.
Oh no, Suts is off. Cooper's gone past him. Suts looks like he's really struggling at the moment. He's going to come under all sorts of pressure from PST Sebi as well. Yeah, really unfortunate for him. But we'll go back towards the front of the race. We've still got Angus up here. Two-door looking for a move on Calco. He's all over the back of him. Can he get the job done and get himself up into P5? Connor all over the back of Two-door. Can he get in amongst this fight? This is going to be fantastic through these last two sectors, F7.
Yeah, we see that Aban is going to be able to keep it. Oh, and Two-doors hit the side of Calco. He's forced Connor off. Connor's going to get overtaken. Limitless Draco, RJ, and Two-door are going to all get past Connor, and Connor was forced off the track there. That will be investigated after the race. RJ has had a poor exit. Limitless Draco is a lot side by side with RJ. It's just going to be a drag race to the finish line here, and RJ is going to get it at the line.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic finish there. Aban getting the job done. Sick Party, fantastic drive there up in P2. 07 Sebi taking out the last spot on the podium. Fantastic drive from him. Angus in P5. Calco taking Angus in P4. Calco taking P5. And yeah, a lot happening in those last two laps, F7. As we see, driver of the day with Matif. Congratulations, mate. Fantastic drive from you. But yeah, crazy. Talk us through that last little bit there, F7.
That was very intense. We saw the safety car restart, and there was a big crash. Gangster was out of the race. Terrence drops down to last place. There was a lot of collisions, and we saw, I think, Sweeney lost his front wing. Lamb lost his front wing. Terrence lost part of his front wing. Everyone was caught up in some form of collision and chaos there, except for, I believe, the top three.
Yeah, absolutely. As we go through the overalls there, we got Aban in P1, Sick Party P2, Sebi P3, Angus, Calco, Tudor, RJ, Connor with Suts, PSC, Sebi, Cooper the Bot, Dr. Mitz, Terrence, Vettel, Limitless Straco, Sydney Sweeney, Lamb, probably disappointed with his performance there in P18. Ops try hard and yeah, Gangster again. He showed all the pace and finished in P20. Fantastic race F7. Plenty of action. There's plenty to go through. Yeah. What's your thoughts of the whole race in general, mate?
Um, we saw some different strategies. We saw Terrence tried to go for the one stop. It would have worked as the safety car came out at the perfect time. He pitted onto the softs. He was going to have an amazing run. I believe he was going to get past some people. And then the massive collision happened, and everyone seemed to have been caught up in some form of accident. So a lot of drivers that were having amazing races that were going to have an amazing haul of points um, now or had some form of collision there at the end of that race.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Can we get the driver of the day in here with, and can we also get the podium and winner into the box, please? Oh 07 Sebi, Sick Party, and Aban. When you guys are in the box, we'll get some interviews underway. Yeah, fantastic race F7. I think you summed it up perfectly. Yeah, obviously these safety cars at the end, they cause all sorts of chaos and they change the race up dramatically. Um, but Aben, fantastic from the for the whole night and well deserved winner. I thought F7.
Yeah. And we have Sick Party in the comms box if we want to start the interviews now.
We'll just wait because he's P2, mate. So we'll just let a couple of these guys get into the box and then yeah, um, yeah. Thoughts on Aben, mate? Bouncing back tonight.
It was a very, very good drive for him. We saw he didn't, I believe he didn't get the best haul of points last race. He finished P6, but he was able to finish P1, get a very good haul of points, and will continue his lead in the championship.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. He done a fantastic job tonight. Do we have any of the guys in the box now? Do we have Whiff in here yet?
Yes, we do, with Matif is in here.
Okay, Whiff, congratulations, mate. Driver of the day. Obviously, very difficult race. Lots of stuff happening, lots of different strategies. Just sort of talk us through your race, mate. What was sort of going through your head?
Just a bit of a shit show, to be honest. Yeah, like quality to the back. Just understeered off at that fast right, sort of towards the start of sector two. But yeah, horrible quality. Doesn't make up for, the race doesn't mean it's a good race. So yeah, just managed to somewhat stay alive and yeah, not die until the end.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, obviously a little bit disappointed with your quali. But yeah, we've seen you have a fantastic race, sort of creeping through that pack, and I was a bit surprised when I seen you. I said, "Hey, how's he got there?" But yeah, fantastic drive, and how you sort of feel towards going towards Silverstone next week, mate?
I mean, I haven't really done too much on this game, but it was one of my best tracks on last game. But yeah, we'll have to see. I felt pretty confident there on wheel, but then again, I've only just started, so not too sure.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Obviously, probably put in a bit of practice on that wheel, and I'm sure we'll see with fair bit of pace in no time, mate. I'll pass you over to F7 for any questions F7's got for you, mate. Well done.
Uh,
Cheers, mate.
well done, driver of the day today. But obviously you said you weren't very happy with your qualifying. coming into the race, what was your plan? Did you have a set plan on how you were gonna try and make up some positions, or was the whole plan just stay out of collisions?
It was mainly just stay out of just anything that was going on ahead, or people trying to drive into me, which happened a lot. But yeah, I thought start on hards, try and manage the tyre wear, but that didn't go too well, so I went for the two stop. I thought that I'd try and slow up the guys in front, to help my teammate two door, because I thought that I'd be out of the points at that point, but I wasn't. But yeah, what happened, and if people didn't send it, looking 3 wide into turn 1, then would have been a lot different.
Mm. Well, well done today. I'll pass this back over to Nishka, as that's all my questions.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks very much, Whiff. Thanks for jumping in, mate. And yeah, good luck for next week's. And good luck for the overalls for the rest of the season, mate, as you're the kick TP, mate. We'll move right along to. Have we got Sebi in here?
No, but we have Aban and Sick Party in here.
Okay. No Sebi. We'll just touch on that quickly. Fantastic drive from Sebi. P3 and cleanest driver also, so extra point going there. But we'll move right along to one of my teammates and fellow Williams driver, Sick Party. Fantastic race from you tonight, mate. P2. You must be really proud of that. I know you probably wanted a bit better performance than the last sort of few rounds. So, yeah, sort of talk us through your race, mate, and how you were feeling tonight.
Yeah, well, Brazil's one of my best tracks in like just the F1 games and sim racing in general. So I had pretty high hopes going into it. And I think the undercut on the last time I boxed for my third stint, the undercut there probably saved my race. So that's the highlight of it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely looked like the guys that were sort of just pitting those 1 or 2 laps earlier, they were really making some big time advantages that become a real strategic sort of race. Obviously, until the safety come out, then it was just mayhem. Who was going to pit, who was going to stay out. And, obviously, yourself, Aban, made the right call. You stayed out on those hards and you just held all the guys off. And yeah, fantastic race from you, mate. Up the willies, as SJ would say. Yeah, yeah. Congrats, mate. And I'll pass you on to F7.
Yeah, thanks.
Well done today. You finished on the podium. Coming into this race, did you have high hopes for your performance? Or were
Yeah.
you thinking that it was going to be a bit of an uphill battle?
Well, as I said before with Nishka, I love Brazil. It's probably my best track on the game. So very high hopes going into it.
Yep. Obviously, I can't remember where you started, but you had a very, very good race. What was the strategy for today's race? Was it to stay out of collisions and two stop, or were you maybe gonna try and switch it up?
Yeah, pretty much just two stop, medium, hard, just avoid the carnage pretty much, which I did pretty well.
Well, well done today. Very good drive, and I'll pass it back over to Nishka.
Yeah, well done there, Sick Party, mate. And yeah, look forward to seeing you go around next week, mate. Yeah, big points for us tonight. And go enjoy it, mate.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Righto. Next we have our winner. Fantastic drive from him, Aban. F7. I'll let you take this one away, mate.
Well done today, Aban. Started P2. You ended up taking away the win. What was the strat for today?
Oh damn. It was a bit of a weird one. Like my first couple 2 laps in qualifying were uninspiring to say the least. I knew I had to find at least 4 free tenths to probably get close to the top 5. And on my final lap, somehow almost stuck it on pole, stuck into second. So that was a bit unexpected. So I had to change my mindset going into the race. Yeah, in this game, yeah, it's most likely the two stop. So it was medium, hard, hard. I just didn't know how good my pace was going to be, but surprisingly, it was good. So yeah, it's just it's a real win for me. Not gonna lie.
Mm. Well, towards the end, everyone when the safety car came out, people pitted for softs. Some people didn't. Obviously, you didn't. Were you considering pitting, or
Uh,
were
oh yeah, yeah, the the team voice chat went into a bit of a panic mode. Some people said go box for soft. Some people said stay out. I didn't know what to do either, but I saw Sick Party going. Oh, not sorry, not Sick Party. The other Suts going in. So like, screw it, I'll just stay out. This is only like probably gonna be like 2 laps of racing, and just pray everyone else doesn't box. So yeah, that was a right call in the end. So yeah, I thank my team for that one.
well done today. I'll pass over to Niska for any further
Thank you.
questions he has.
Yeah, Aban, Dishka here, mate. Just yeah, first of all, congratulations on the win, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, been enjoying watching you drive each week, mate. It's been a pleasure. Probably come under fire from us in the comms and on the recap last couple of weeks, sort of saying your pace kind of has just dropped just that little bit from the sort of high standards you've been setting and got you that massive lead in the championship so far. Uh, yeah, did something just did you put a bit of extra work in this week? Did something just click, or is it just sort of a bit better track for you, mate?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Like my past few results have been underwhelming. Like I think last race, Zandvoort was my worst race. Nothing went my way at all. Past few races there, no, I managed to somehow stick within the top 4. But yeah, there were just some drivers that were just on the top of the game the past few races. But yeah, Brazil, I don't know what happened. I just chucked in a few time trial laps. I was a bit of a struggle on what setup to choose. Ended up settling probably probably picked the right one tonight. Yeah, it was just yeah, it's a bit of a surprise to me because Brazil, it's not my best, it's not my worst, but yeah, it's just I still can't believe I was able to put on this performance today. But this was much needed for the championship and the constructors with Angus coming in fourth as well, who also did a good drive today. Played a bit of the team game as well, holding up a couple of other drivers. But yeah, it was just yeah, it's just surreal. That's all I can say. Surreal right now.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, like I said, you've been fantastic in this division all season. The main thing you're so far in front in this championship is has been your consistency. It's not the lack of speedy drivers. This is a super competitive division. It's got a lot of fast drivers, and on any day, any of them can win. Is one thing that I noticed, but. Yeah, I feel like it's just your consistency, mate, just separates you from the rest at the moment, and something you should be proud of. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in Silverstone next week, mate.
Yep, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this was also a bit of like a early birthday present as my birthday is not far away. But yeah, this is a great way to end my last year of this age. But yeah, thank you guys.
Happy birthday, mate, for when your
Thank
birthday
you.
comes up, and go celebrate with your team, mate.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Well done.
Well, that wraps up our interviews. Fantastic racing in Division 3, and that moves us on to next week. We're going to Silverstone, sprint weekend. We'll have the reserve program tomorrow night. Not sure who will be joining you for that one. If we are streaming that or not, I'm not too sure. But if not, Division 1 on Saturday night, that's going to be a cracker, F7.
Yeah, Silverstone. It can be a very exciting track. I'm very interested to see who will come out on top.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we can see across all the divisions, mate, it's super competitive. Um, yeah, I don't know who's going to win any given night. So can't wait for the week to come. Thanks as always, F7. Absolute pleasure, mate. Done another fantastic job tonight, and I look forward to seeing you back in the box sometime soon, mate.
You too. Very fun.
And on that note, we're going to say goodnight for tonight. We'll thank our sponsors, Sim Racing Centre, SimLab, Pagnian Advanced Simulation, and AI 369. Thank you for your continued support, and yeah, we'll see you all back again next week.